Do you like the gimbal? Maybe I can go over here. Okay, so here we have the Wonnan Falls, and here is basalt. Lots of basalt on the rock. Basalt there, and if we have a look at the actual waterfall itself. So where's all the water?
Pretty calm now.
You can talk into this if you want. Say hello.
Hello! Here we have Niagara Falls.
What's that?
I said, here we have Niagara Falls.
Are you high?
Nah, man, I'm stoned.
I'm not high, man. I'm stoned. Oh man, look at the rocks. I'm stoned with them too. So here we have basalt that forms the top layer. Look how thick it is.
It's pretty thick.
What's that, like 10 meters? Nah, 5 meters
down
thick.
there, we probably should go a long way around.
Yeah.
We've yet to do that.
If you want to get down to this waterfall, so this is Wonnan Falls, you have to go all the way around there and you slide down. So you get the toboggan and you slide down to the bottom. I think that's rhyolitic Ignimbrite. So it's like ash that fell down and it recrystallized. And it goes down there, so down there you got Cretaceous and Pleistocene sedimentary rock somewhere. Down the Wonnan River. And you can go swimming down there. But look at all the blue-green algae. Yuck, that's disgusting. What?
The big rains we had to wash it all away. No. This
No.
river follows all the way up to Niagara Falls.
Yeah. And
There you can, up there is a good swimming line.
you can probably swim down the upstream of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this has all been eroded, so that's softer. The Ignimbrite is softer than the basalt, so it's been eroded a lot quicker. And as you can see, all the basalt chunks are falling down. And all these large chunks here are just basalt that's fallen down from the high elevations. So this is the Wonnan Falls, nice beautiful place. And let's have a look up further. It's like the basalt. Pity you don't have the columnar basalt.
Eh?
The columns.
Wallabies come around here.
Kangaroos.
Wallabies hang around down there.
Yeah, lots of eucalyptus trees. This has all been revegetated. So yeah, just run into the tree, why don't you?
Eh?
What? Sorry? Sorry? Well, now all the tourists come here, fucking tourists. Oh look, this is the deep part of the river here. Probably a good place to swim, except
Good
for
fishing too.
except for all the sharks and the piranhas in the water. So just be careful. Probably find a body or two as well.
Yeah, there's not fun in there.
Yeah. Oh, it's a large piece of basalt rock. And downstream you can find fossils apparently. How come you didn't find any fossils for me?
Didn't really look.
Ah, you know that's what I like.
Yes, we know it's your word, your favourite word.
Fossils!
Fossils! That tree was up, not anymore.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
It's also dead.
That's about the last big storm we had.
And here we have a pass in the basalt that you can walk over the top. And over the other side looks like there's someone's home over there. Is that someone's home?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
You
Lucky.
can walk on the other side, you just can't walk up on that property wall.
Yeah, I can see. And there is my favourite place, the toilet, because I like to go all the time. And here we have very vegetated bushland. So we've got she oak, eucalyptus and wattles, they're the main trees. There's not many Banksias here. Lots of grass, most of it's not indigenous. You do get a lot of wallaby grass. And okay, so here is the river that we've seen again. And here we have a weir, so a man-made structure to dam the river. And as you can see, there's basalt exposure everywhere. And here we have information on the river red gum. Grows 30 metres, flowers October to January, 600 years old. So talking, most of these trees are quite young. So here's the actual basalt. So as you can see, it's quite eroded. You'd need to crack it open to find the basalt that's actually in it. But as we're in the park, I won't do that. Here's some more basalts being cracked. And here's some more fresher basalt. Beautiful. Pity you can't get up close to the Ignimbrite. What's that? You want to go swimming up there? No. Okay. That looks beautiful, that river.
Yeah, Glenn.
Ah.
There's the big ones over there. The little ones there.
Bring a turtle here. They'll have fun in the water eating all the fish.
Small fish?
Oh, I see the big one.
More fish.
Starfish! Starfish!
More fish you can.
Starfish.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Really good to grip a neck coming in. Get back up.
So as you can see the basalt close up, looks really like basalt now. Then we have some, looks like quartz and basalt in concrete.
Yeah.
What? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Okay, so this lava is supposed to be only 1 to 2 million years old. So the waterfall was originally very far down that stream, and as it erodes, as you can see, the blocks fall down into the valley, and the waterfall retreats upstream. And I would say the waterfall probably formed after the lava cooled down, and because this river would have been dammed, and the river would have just cut through the lava at the weakest point, so the river's probably moved. The original Paleo Valley's probably somewhere underneath this lava, probably in another place. Could be in this place, but generally the lava flows down the lowest elevation. So maybe this could have been the actual river, but no, that I don't know. And so then the waterfall would have formed after the river started flowing again. Would have flowed off the edge of the lava formation, so at the edge of the basalt. And ever since then, it's just been retreating upriver, which is very interesting. And here we have the edge of the watercourse. So here we are on the geological map. So this is Hamilton, and we're going to look for Wonnan Falls. So I've had to use handheld for this. So we need to follow the freeway going up, and this is the B6 160. So the freeway. So all this is newer volcanics, and then we have limestone. So if we click on here, we have the Port Campbell limestone. But that's mainly covered in farmland. So if we put satellite, you can see the farmland. So we want to go to Wonnan Falls. So this here, the white is pretty much alluvium. So it's just the eroded material around the place. And up here we have Perilla Sand, so that's north. Then we have the Rocklands Volcanics. So this is the base level of Wonnan Falls, and it makes up all the rock in Niagara. So it has subaerial volcanics, so rhyolitic, Ignimbrite, that's what you can see at the waterfalls, minor rhyolitic lavas. And this is 419 to 393 early Devonian. So if we go down, we zoom in, and this is Wonnan Falls, so you can see Wonnan Falls there, that circular shape. So this is the actual waterfall, and this says that it's all Rocklands volcanic groups, but it actually is covered by lava. So, and then you got down here the Otway group, so fluvial volcanic caustic sandstone, so it's a sandstone. Mudstone, minor black coal, need to look into that. More sandstone and conglomerate. So it's 122 to 100 million years ago. So that overlies the Ignimbrite. And so you need to actually, when you look at the go there, you can only see this part here. You need to drive around to but you probably can't access it. You need to probably go somewhere down south, probably down this road here. Anyway, we'll look at the actual volcano. Did I say volcano? I mean waterfall. So here we have the waterfall. So we have the hard basalt on top. So it's quite thick. So this is about 30 meters. So this is about, the whole waterfall is about 30 meters tall. So the hard basalt's about 10 to 15 meters. Then you got about 5 meters of soft weathered basalt. So that's been eroded for quite a long time before the hard basalt was on top of it. And then you got the soft clay sediment and the Ignimbrite. So that's been eroded before Wonnan Falls was covered in basalt. Okay, so as I was saying before, most of this is actually basalt. Probably the Ignimbrite. You can't actually tell which is the Ignimbrite phase, but it looks like the lighter colour might be the actual phase. But it also could be that there are fork-tailed swifts, a type of bird that comes to Australia. You can see a lot of them flying around here. They actually breed underneath where it's protected, and they come out here just to forage for food. They just fly around trying to get insects. So a lot of these boulders that are here are actually the basalt that was higher up in the elevation, probably also on the sides mainly as well. So the larger blocks probably come from the sides, and the smaller ones probably could have been a roof like this part here. So as you can see, as it erodes, the basalt falls down from the cliff face into the water. Obviously the major erosion is happening here, where the water pulverizes the rock. And so if you go down there, you can probably see the rhyolitic Ignimbrite. So that's about it. Very basic waterfall. And we walk down this way.
Used to be stairs down there to it, go down to it. Fenced it off.
Yeah, because you cause trouble.
Oh, bloody oath, mate.
So you used to be able to go down here, and here's the access point that they've actually blocked off. So you could have actually gone down that way. And as you can see, the valley is more eroded because the sides of the river valley are more at probably a 45-degree angle from what I see. So over 45 degrees, erosion is a lot more. And as you can see, you can't really see any basalt blocks in the back of the river, but closer over there you can see a lot of the basalt formation. So that is the Wonnan Falls waterfall, and it's actually quite nice. Next video will be Niagara. So here we have Wonnan Falls. So the observation, obviously there's lots of things you can do here, and here we are. So this is Wonnan Falls. So this is the Wonnan River, which goes to Cavendish, Coleraine, doesn't go to Hamilton, so that's a Grangeburn there. So this area here is where the fossil formations are, in between the junction of the Wonnan River and Grangeburn. And there's some more information. So here we have some information about the actual river. So this looks like the geological information. Okay, so it's hardened basalt over water plunging water below. Okay, further downstream, rapids in the way around the large blocks of basalt that we saw. Dislodged from embankments over time, tumbled down into the narrow valley, so basalt blocks blow down here. This is the way it should flow when it's actually a lot of water. Okay, so you got the basalt, churns over, softer layer causes lava cap to be undermined, migrate downstream, so the waterfall migrates upstream, and okay, so the waterfall's between 1 and 2 million years old because of the lava flows, and it's to the southeast of here. I'm not too sure whereabouts it is. And yeah, so there's more information. So here's the actual, so this is Wonnan Falls, this is the Ignimbrite, and as you can see, the Wonnan Falls is where the lava flows. So this is a volcano, lava flowed that way, and it flowed this way as well. So Ignimbrite is the only the rhyolitic Ignimbrite, so we'll see that rock later. And this is the diagram. So you've got the softer weather basalt, hard basalt, that's why it is a waterfall. And here we have the sediment bed. So this is the Ignimbrite. So it's pretty much covered by the basalt. Anyway, now it's time to go to Ignimbrite Falls.